Hello and welcome to this introduction to Reiki. My name is Kerri Wade, and I am a Usui Reiki master teacher, a Karuna Reiki practitioner, and a Holy Fire Reiki master teacher. And I am in Chandler, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix. I work with clients in the Phoenix area as well as clients around the country. Because as you'll see in a little bit, when we learn a little bit more about Reiki, Reiki is an energy that can be done either hands-on or remotely. So let's delve into what Reiki is. I'm going to share my screen and hopefully we're going to pop up here. Oh, there we go. From the beginning, here we go, intro to Reiki. So let's talk first about what is Reiki. Reiki is the practice of using energy, which is believed to be the life force of all living things. It's what animates us to relax and heal the mind and the body. The practice has its roots in Japanese culture, and the word itself can be broken down to give meaning to the practice. The word rei in Japanese means universal life, and ki means energy. So together, universal life energy is the basis for the art of Reiki. Reiki is not a massage or a meditation, but rather a transfer of energy between a practitioner and a receiver, either through handwork or remotely by connecting energetically. So, what does that mean? Reiki is a spiritual practice by nature, but it is not associated with a religion. Reiki has no dogma, nor is there any defining belief that you must uphold to be able to receive or practice this form of integrative healing. However, I will tell you that those who are deeply defined by their religion find that Reiki further feeds their beliefs and it puts them more in touch with their religious experience. But because Reiki is energy, it is open to interpretation. You can call it God, a higher power, or simply energy. The idea is that you are able to find a space within yourself to tap into the idea of energy that is bigger than you. The energy shared with every other living thing in the universe. So let's talk a little bit about how Reiki came to be. Let me just start by saying there are many interpretations for how Reiki came to be. But however deep the history goes, Mikao Usui is most traditionally considered the founder because it was Usui who introduced the art to a wider audience. His practice began in the 1920s after an insightful 21-day prayer and meditation practice. And in his lifetime, he is said to have trained over 2,000 people in the art of Reiki. Today, there are over 25 different offshoots of Reiki, but Usui Reiki remains one of the most practiced. According to Usui's practice, the purpose of Reiki is to help show people how to heal their own spirit by making the conscious decision to do so. It is the receiver's active participation in a Reiki session that helps to determine the success of the treatment. Healing yourself sounds pretty cool, right? Well, during a Reiki session, energy flows from the practitioner's hands to the receiver. The receiver remains fully clothed, and it is standard practice to have the receiver either lying down or seated. The practitioner will then place their hands on or near the receiver's body in a series of hand positions around the head, the shoulders, the stomach, the feet, and sometimes other extremities where we are feeling energy. Each hand placement is typically held over a specific area from anywhere from 3 minutes to 10 minutes at a time. And a full treatment lasts about 45 minutes to an hour. Let me just state here, though, that where the hands are is not that important. Reiki is a smart energy. And what I mean by that is it goes to where it is needed the most. A Reiki practitioner can do a Reiki session on a person sitting across the room without ever touching them. We can do an entire session by only placing our hands on one part of the body, say the head or the feet. So the hand placements, although it's traditional in the practice, it's not all that important. Reiki is energy. Energy is energy. Everything is energy. So let's look a little bit at the chakras. The chakras refer to energy centers that are located throughout the body. In Reiki, 7 chakras or energy centers are used to guide the practitioner over the receiver's body to help to clear out any stored energy so that it's able to flow unimpeded throughout the entire body. The chakras run along the spine in relation to the body's nervous system. And each chakra is said to correspond to an organ and a bodily function, as well as to certain feelings and emotions. Whenever there is an upset in one or more of the body's chakras, then the mind, body, and spirit are believed to be out of balance. Reiki works to restore that balance. So let's explore the chakras and how they line up along the spine. So the 7 chakras in the body each relate to a place in the body and a feeling. Sometimes they are related to an earth connection and a color. So here are the 7 as they relate to Reiki. The root chakra, which is believed to be the color of red, is located at the base of the spine. And it is associated with survival, body connection, and a sense of security. It also is where we ground. It is also about abundance. I like to think of the root chakra as our foundation, where we connect with our ancestors, where we've already been in our lives, the foundation that has been built either in this lifetime or perhaps in other lifetimes. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. It's the color of orange, and it is located at the lower abdomen, the lower back, and below the navel. And it is associated with our sexuality, our emotional stability, our adaptability, and our movement. Emotions, feelings, and boundaries are also held here. I also believe that it is very much connected with our creativity, because this is where our sex organs are. It's where we as women carry our babies. It's very much about creativity. It's a very loving and nurturing chakra as well. The solar plexus is the color of yellow, solar, yellow, easy to remember. It's located between the navel and the base of the sternum, and it's associated with your personal power, your independence, your energy, and your metabolism. It is your will power. It's your purpose. It's your identity. Oftentimes when this chakra is blocked, for me, I will ask my client, what are you doing for fun? Because this is also where our joy shows up. Moving up to the heart chakra, typically it is associated with the color of green, but in some books and readings and with different practitioners, they will associate it with the color of pink. Either is fine. It's located in the center of your chest. And surprise, surprise, it's associated with feelings of love and self-acceptance. There's also much about peace and our relationships. The throat chakra is located at the base of the neck, and it is the color of blue. It's associated with creativity, expression, self-expression, communication, language, and sound. This is where we balance our speaking and our listening. The third eye, located between the eyebrows, is associated with intuitive insight and conceptual awareness. It's the color of indigo, and it's also very much connected with our dreaming and our visioning. But intuition, this is very, very much where our intuition, we connect intuitively with ourselves and with others. The crown chakra at the top of the head is the color of violet or white. It's associated with a spiritual connection and a higher consciousness. This is where we connect with our oneness, with all that is. So let's talk about the Reiki experience. The experience of receiving Reiki is not universal. That's why it's kind of hard to define briefly. Each session depends so much on the energy from and within the receiver, but in general, feelings of deep relaxation are typically felt by everyone. Some receivers have expressed a feeling of radiance that flows within the body and around it, while others have even reported sensations like feeling like they're out of their body or even mystical experiences. Some will see colors, some experience tingling or numbness that come up in different parts of their body, or even feelings of vibration. Because the practice of Reiki encourages the release of tension, anxiety, anger, and all other negative feelings, a state of peace and overall well-being often accompany the treatment. So, are you curious about what your reactions might be? Well, there's no limit to how much Reiki a person can receive. But after a session, there are various reactions that can be experienced, especially for early receivers. Because Reiki stimulates energy flow, the body may work to cleanse itself of toxins for a few days after the session. Experiences range, but can include things like indigestion or an upset stomach, heightened awareness, possibly even diarrhea. These are your body's way of releasing toxic energy, and it does not happen to everyone. But if you've had some major energy, some major blockages that have released during your session, just be aware that these can come up. On the flip side, most experience no more than a feeling of deep contemplation and an overall sense of well-being. Either way, we recommend drinking plenty of water and eating nutrient-rich foods after your treatment. I also encourage rest. Rest and relaxation are so important in the healing process. So, Reiki is not a cure for disease or illness, but rather a complementary practice in addition to other treatments or other integrative practices. It's believed that by stimulating the energy within the body and helping it to remove those negative energies, the body is then primed to work on healing itself. Reiki is a great addition to health and wellness maintenance and care by helping the body to accelerate healing, to cleanse toxins, to balance the flow of energy, and to help you discover the healer within yourself. And anyone is welcome to receive Reiki treatments. It never does harm. And everyone is also welcome to practice Reiki. The practice of Reiki is easily learned and practiced by anyone, regardless of the person's age or state of health. Children are as welcome as the elderly, and there are no special credentials or background necessary to receive training. To enter into training, a student only needs to go through the process of attunement, wherein a Reiki master passes along the energy to the student. The energy pass is said to open up the chakras to create a special connection between the student and the teacher. And once the energy is received, it remains for the rest of the receiver's life. So how do you receive an attunement? The first degree, Reiki level 1. This level is dedicated to the physical learning of Reiki, including the history of Reiki, the proper hand placements, how to use Reiki on others, the practice of self-Reiki, and most importantly, the channeling of energy. At this level, no previous training is necessary, and anyone is welcome to learn it. The first level training typically lasts a couple of days if you're doing it in person. And the focus is on opening the practitioner's energy channels to enable connection with universal life force energy, Reiki. At this stage, it is said that the majority of the energy channeled is on the physical level, as practice and further learning is necessary to channel emotional energy. And so that leads us to the second degree, Reiki level 2. This level requires completion of the first degree teachings and sufficient practice on energy flow so that the practitioner can pass energy with less variation and intensity. In the second degree initiation, the energy channel further developed, allowing for an increase in the amount of energy that can be channeled. At this level, the student receives 3 symbols. The power symbol. This increases the amount of energy that can be channeled, and it enables the student to be able to open and close energy connections at will when self-treating or when treating others. The mental symbol, which enables the student to tap into a higher level of energy for mental and emotional healing. And then the distance symbol. This allows healing to be sent from a distance. The receiver of the energy does not have to physically be present for this energy. The student who learns to send Reiki into the future to rely on energy being present when it is needed at a future date. In Reiki level 3, the third degree, this level of continuation of increasing your capacity to channel the universal energy. Basically, at this level, the student is given the Usui Master symbol, which allows for work on a spiritual level. And that ability is combined with the physical and emotional abilities that are learned in Reiki level 1 and 2. And then finally, we have the Usui Master level, where the student learns the techniques that permit them to perform Reiki initiations, as it is a Reiki master's responsibility to teach Reiki to others. If you are interested in learning Reiki and would like to do it online, I have an online Reiki course that is self-paced. It includes videos and procedure manuals for Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and Reiki 3. And in Reiki 3, I actually combine Reiki 3 and 4. And so not only do you learn the master level, you also will learn how to teach Reiki to others and have the ability to do that. So that information is on my website. It's kerriwade.com. So you can check that out anytime. So once you have received the first degree lesson, you're able to focus some of the healing energy on yourself. To do that, you find a quiet place where you feel comfortable and know you won't be disturbed. Some practitioners like to begin the day with self-healing. Make your space relaxing by turning off the lights, lighting a candle, maybe even putting on some soothing music. The hand positions are essentially the same as when you're giving Reiki to other people. Intentions and affirmations. This is a huge part of Reiki. It is common to practice a Reiki session to begin with an intention and even end with an affirmation if you choose. It's believed that by setting your intention, you create a safe, loving, and healing environment. Your intention might be to open and accept the energy that you are about to receive. Or maybe it is that you're just open and inviting to any healing that has taken place. Whatever your intention is, say it out loud or to yourself before your session and really try to feel connected to it. The reason I ask some of the questions that I do on your intake form when you sign up for a Reiki session is so that we can set our intention for the healing. What is it that you want to receive? How do you want to feel afterwards? As for the affirmation at the end, you're closing your energy session by further directing good energies forward after practice. So again, think of what you want to carry on with you for the rest of your day. In closing, as you now know, in Reiki tradition, we close with an affirmation. This one, of course, comes from the Reiki master, Mikao Usui. Just for today, I will let go of anger. Just for today, I will let go of worry. Today, I will count my many blessings. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I will be kind to every living creature. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this experience has left you feeling more knowledgeable about the Reiki practice and ready to give it a try. So I am happy to share any other resources you may need. You can also sign up if you're not sure if Reiki is the right thing for you. Sign up for a complimentary 15-minute discovery call. Perhaps you are considering some different options for healing. I'm more than happy to talk to you about those. You're also welcome to text me or email me or contact me through my website, which is kerriwade.com. So many, many thanks. I am so grateful that you are here Now is the time to get started. Again, reach out with any questions that you may have so that we can get started. My website's at the bottom, kerriwade.com. And I'm going to stop my share now. And voila, we're back. I hope that was helpful and that you learned something about Reiki. Again, you can sign up for a Reiki session. I have packages that are available. Most practitioners will recommend that you have 3 to 4 sessions for anything specific that you are working on. So I do have packages put together. If you've got something that is really, really heavy right now, whether it's physical or something emotional that you're going through, I do have another package where we do 4 sessions in 4 weeks. And that is in the package session when you go to the book button on my website. Or you can buy a package of sessions and space them out however you wish to. So thank you for being here and allowing me to share this with you. Reiki is a huge part of my life, and it has been for very many years. And I am so forward to working with you. Thank you again.